Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 682, and it is your review of 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days. As always, is Nerd Chicana here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. And the time is right to listen to the nerds tonight. Yeah!
Live, early, and ad-free on patreon.com/the nerdcore at the $1 tier. You get this episode live, ad-free, and early before anybody else gets to listen to it on Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time on patreon.com/the nerdcore. Brad, how are you doing today?
I'm sleepy.
Me too, man.
I'm sleepy.
I don't even work anymore.
Need a nap.
Yeah. I'm sleepy. I don't even have a job anymore, Brad. But I'm sleepy.
This is a long weekend, though.
Yeah.
I needed a long weekend.
It's Memorial Day weekend. I just noticed.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's fucking Memorial Day weekend, bro. But other than that, Brad, how was it today, man? I know we were on yesterday for what's it called? For our True Detective season 1 watch along. So
yeah.
What's going on today? How you been?
Nah, not too bad. So just went to work. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Did things and stuffs and others stuffs and things. I really can't get into it because I could say a lot of things and people just would like tune out. And I know what they're here for. They're here to hear us review movies.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I have not seen any movies in between
yesterday and today.
I did watch some YouTube videos before this.
Yeah.
I've been watching there's this, I guess, streamer called Waffloos, and he does like Grand Theft Auto
role
play.
Oh yeah.
And he just steals like cars like the whole fucking time. It's pretty good.
That's funny.
That's funny. Pretty fucking good.
Oh my god, I love GTA RP when it's not just a bunch of people acting like fake gangsters and what's it called, trying to rob you at gunpoint.
I mean, I think that's when you just like you got to get a crew.
Yeah.
Pull out the gat.
Yeah, that's why I've been having a lot more fun watching what's it called, watching Red Dead RP, which is, I feel like it's a lot more fun.
Ooh,
because it's
not I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's not a bunch of what's it called, fake gangsters, what's it called, robbing you and shit.
It's just fake cowboys robbing you now.
Yeah, it's I feel like it's a lot more fun. What's it called, Red Dead RP. But
you just want to drag people behind a horse. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But glad you're having a somewhat decent day, Brad.
I'm just been trying to wake up since this morning.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Not quite there.
I have just been what's it called? I streamed today, and of course I played Call of Duty Warzone, and it was just it's terrible.
For our viewers out there, I guess I'm going to join Raul during whenever he gets a 24-hour stream. Whenever you get 100 subscribers.
Two more.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to join you doing something. 24 hours. I'm not doing completely 24 hours.
You're gonna join me for that.
Yeah, not for 24 hours.
Come on, Brad.
I mean, I'm going to be on there probably a while, but I am old and I'm tired and I work with children.
But if I do it on the weekend, what's it called?
You have to get Brenda's permission.
Brad, you're a grown ass man, Brad. If you want to go ahead and be on with your what's it called? With your mid-20s, what's it called? With your late 20s best friend.
It's scary.
You're like, Brenda, we're just playing games all day.
We're just gonna play all day until tomorrow, and we're not gonna help you with anything.
Yeah. To be fair, the way I have it planned is that I would probably start stream at 8:00 my time and end it the next day at 8:00. I'm not doing 8 a.m. to 8 a.m.
I just want to know how you're going to do this because you take some medication.
Fight it off, or just don't take it that day. Fight it off. That's what's gonna happen.
He's like, I'm just going to over caffeinate.
I'm gonna do it raw, bro. No caffeine, no nothing, bro.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm gonna do it,
I'm
bro.
gonna have a big old pot of coffee if I'm doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on, bro. I'm gonna be playing. It's gonna be Warzone. It's gonna be what's it called?
I
Other
know,
games, bro.
but it sounds like a good time to start.
Yeah, to
What?
celebrate 100
Hurt.
followers on Twitch, bro. Yeah,
Hey, those 100 followers, come subscribe to the Nerdcore. That's what you
yeah,
should do.
yeah. I might have an incentive, like for every like 5 subs I get, Brad extends his time by like an hour.
Oh, fuck.
So Brad's like, I'm gonna only be here for 6 hours, bro. That's how much as you got. Let's go. Every 5 subs, Brad stays for more hours.
Like, I'm stuck in this torrent. I'm stuck. I never go back to work. Just it's
Yeah.
continuous subs this whole time, and
Yeah,
I'm just stuck in my house, and I don't pay my bills, and I lose my wife, and she takes the dogs.
yeah, 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 yeah. But
I can
I'm
see
gonna
it now.
end it. I'm gonna have it end. So basically, the plan is what's it called? Just like a bunch of different games. But the last game I play is gonna be Ursula. What's it called? I have to beat Ursula in Kingdom Hearts, and I'm not getting off until Ursula's beat.
It's gonna be a Kai Sentai moment.
It's gonna be like Kai on fucking Elden Ring,
You
right?
fucking bitch.
Oh my god. Well, Brad.
Are you gonna have
Yeah.
a death counter? You should have a death.
No, 1,000% I'm gonna have a death
Yeah,
counter.
have a death counter.
Yeah. I have a death counter. I have a death counter going right now for my fucking Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. Yeah, you think I won't have it for the stupid fucking octopus? Yeah. But yeah, Brad, I got that plan. But yeah, I played some games today. That's all I've been doing. And I don't know, man. Just kind of just chilling here. So waiting to hear back about jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
All you can do.
yeah, but with that said, I think we got ourselves a pretty heavy film, but nonetheless, I chose this film today because this is the month of right now Cannes Film Festival is going on, and I wanted to choose a Palme d'Or winner for us to cover this month, and I decided to choose this one. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know anything about what this was about. So what's it called? All I know is that this has a Blu-ray from the Criterion Collection.
You know you can read the description sometimes.
Yeah, I like to just choose things sometimes. Yeah, yeah. You're lucky I didn't choose like a fucking 3-hour movie, Brett.
I
You
mean,
know?
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
but
very true.
Brad, I don't know other way to say it, man. I think we should just get into it, right?
Let's go.
All right, man. So if you haven't watched 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5. Let me take off the loop. 4,
Wait,
3.
wait. I'm not on the right
Brad.
one.
Oh my
I'm not on
god,
the right one.
man.
I'm on the right one.
3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Today's episode of the Nerdcore is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. There you go. You should already be prepared by the time, bro.
I'm never prepared.
All right, Brad.
No, we've been doing this long enough. You know, I'm never prepared.
Yeah. 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days. And I am not going to attempt the Romanian title because I don't know how to read Romanian.
I mean, I could probably get the last two, but that middle one is a
I know that the
tongue
first
twister.
the first two were like 4 and that is a putre luni. That's it. Putre luni, because I saw the translation on Google Translate, and that was the 2 words I knew how to pronounce. Putre luni.
At first, I thought you were going to say puto luni. I'm like,
No,
what?
not puto luni. No. 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days is a 2007 Romanian art film, written and directed by Cristian Mungiu, and starring Ana Maria Marinca, Laura Vasiliu, and Vlad Ivanov. The film is set in communist Romania in the final years of the Nicolae Ceausescu era. It tells the story of 2 students roommates in a university dormitory who try to procure an illegal abortion, inspired by an anecdote from the period and the general social historic context. It depicts the loyalty of 2 friends and the struggles they face. Munghiu and cinematographer Oleg Mutu shot in Bucharest and other Romanian locations in 2006. After making its world premiere at Cannes, 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days, made its Romanian debut on June 1st, 2007 at the Transylvania International Film Festival. It opened to critical acclaim and was noted for its minimalism and intense themes. The film won 3 awards at the 2000 Cannes Film Festival, including the Palme d'Or. It went on to win numerous honors, including Best Film at the European Film Awards and Romania's National Gopul Awards. 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days became the subject of some controversy over censorship, the abortion debate, and exclusion from the 80th Academy Awards. But in 2016, it was ranked number 15 on the BBC's list of 100 greatest films of the 21st century. Cinematography is done by, of course, Oleg Mutu, edited by Dana Bunescu. And what's it called? The running time is 1 hour and 53 minutes. On a budget of 600,000 euros, it made 9.8 million in the box office.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I wonder what the controversy is about the censorship. What was the censorship? What is this? What's that about? And of course, it doesn't say anything here.
Abortion debate, accolades, legacy.
I guess it was, what's it called? Was it like censored in Romania? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Controversy, the Academy referred its methodology of choosing best foreign language nominees, allowed the community of favorite candidates. Okay, whatever. I know about that shit. Blah, 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 blah. No, nothing. Yeah, bro, I can't find shit.
Oh, I don't know.
I wonder what the controversy was. All right, Brad. Whew. I liken this experience to like when I first watched Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah. Except for like in Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, she faces a lot of obstacles outside of her home when she leaves that home to get that abortion, right?
Yeah.
But I never have this looming, what's it called, feeling of anxiety that she's gonna, get picked up by the police, taken to jail, killed.
Yeah, you didn't have that tension.
Yeah. Whereas in this movie, I don't think there's ever a single minute where you are not scared of the fact that like either she's gonna come back and find her friend bleeding out, or her friend's not gonna be there because she's picked up by the police.
Yeah.
And it's like I've watched so many fucking movies. I've watched so many movies, if you can tell by this podcast, right? There's such a small handful of those that can actually build that tension. And it feels like some people can say it's kind of like cliche for you to do it through the like very long take, but I think this movie does it like exceptionally well, where that tension builds and builds and builds. Because like when I told Brad, like I messaged Brad, I was like, Brad, this is kind of a heavy one. And Brad's like, I'm 15 minutes in, man, not much is happening. And I was like, oh, just you wait. Just you wait. I feel like those like I feel like this movie is designed that those first 15 minutes, like of course they are important to like explain to you where these girls are coming from. But I feel it's kind of like built to like weed out some people. Like if you're not ready to sit through what the hell I'm about to put you through, you may not want to stick around for this, because it's a very much like nail biting, very on the edge of your seat experience as you're waiting to see like, is this girl dead? Did she pull through with it, or did she go to jail? But Brad, what are your initial thoughts?
Like you. I mean, I'm glad we were both thinking of Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, because that's what I could think of to liken it to. Except Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, they were just going to another state to have abortion in a facility that was meant to have abortions in and had the proper, medical staff and medical tools. Whereas in this, I don't know what the hell I watched. I watched some backroom abortion shit with someone who I don't even know if he was a doctor, who took his service pay and sexual favors between the pregnant girl and then her friend, who had no idea like this was going to happen. Also, had I been that friend and had my friend who was pregnant acted like Gabita
Kavita,
did,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would have left her there. There was no appreciation. Like, I get it. You're going through a hard time, but I just had sex with this dude so you could have an abortion. So show a little goddamn appreciation over here.
Yeah.
That's how I was feeling through that. But yes, Raul hits it on the head. There is that underlying tension throughout the whole film, especially when she goes off to her partner's birthday party. And it's such an awkward scene because we've seen what she's done. Like,
Yeah.
not that
Well,
she wanted to do it, but it just makes that whole scene there awkward. And then on top of that, you're like she keeps trying to call her friend, and her friend's not picking up,
yeah.
and all this, and you're just sitting there like she's gonna go back, and that girl's gonna have bled out,
Yeah.
and I don't know, or they make. I love how they do this. They put the ambulance outside when she goes back to the hotel, so it makes you think like, oh, they're there to pick her up. Then they have police like in the hotel. They're like, oh,
Hmm.
okay, that could be that. It's like none of that happens. Like,
Yeah.
luckily enough. Um, but at the same time, fuck Gabita, because answer the goddamn phone. It's
Yeah.
like right by your bed.
Um, and I love that scene at the party, because it's like it's a lot of things, right? It's her scared for her friend because she's not answering. Um, but also it's like obviously this is a family who's like I want to say like middle to upper middle class in Romanian
It's
society.
it's very highly educated,
Yeah,
maybe not highly wealthy, but highly educated
who are
class of society.
complaining about things that if they only knew half of what that girl just had to do
Yeah,
to
in the
make sure her friend, and it's like
in the
you think
past
about
hour.
it like if she gets pregnant by this guy and gets married to him, like she's gonna be okay. Like what's it called, that family will probably take care of her as much as she can, right? Take
Yeah,
care of the baby. Whereas her friend just had to do a back door, like go like find a way because let's be honest, what's it called, she's a student. We don't really know much about what Gabita's life is, but if you think about it at this time, she probably doesn't have familial support. What's it called? She's probably she's probably what's it called working class or like what's it called or lower class. That kid is gonna have a really bad upbringing, a really harsh upbringing during this dictatorship.
yeah,
So it's like it makes that dinner scene kind of feel like what are you guys complaining about? Like you guys who think like they're talking about like oh what's it called we used to have respect for people and like what's it called like oh like I what's it called when you call low to work and stuff like all these things that are like they're talking about, and it's like you guys have somebody who just had to sit down here who just had to had sex with a guy who she didn't know because that was the only way to pay for her friend to not have to give birth to a child that she doesn't want.
yeah,
And it's like expertly shot and like so freaking tense because like I feel like everybody in that scene kind of knows that something's wrong with her,
yeah.
but nobody
She's
wants
not
to
in the
bring
best
it
mood.
up.
Yeah, I mean they don't. I mean they don't want to make it even more awkward. They just met her.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't matter. Yeah,
why? How can you go up to someone and be like, are you you having a bad day? You having a rough
yeah,
time?
yeah,
And then on top of it, they call her parents. What did they call her parents? Like her because her dad's a soldier and her mom was like a homemaker. Like,
yeah,
I forget what they call it, but she got very offended by it.
yeah. Did, I can't remember exactly what she called him, but like, yeah, she said something. It was like where she tells the boyfriend, like, you just see me as like, what's it called, common people. Like, what's it called?
Yeah, that's it.
You look
Common
down
people.
on me, and you look down on my parents.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
It's just like there's of course like a very like social disparity there, and but what I just like I couldn't get past like how tense this was and how like you could really feel that tension, Brad, and like not a moment passes by where I'm not like absolutely frightened for these girls, and like
Yeah. Okay, so when Gabita finally has the fetus come out, and
I
then
didn't think we were gonna see it, Brad.
yeah, like that
Just
was close up too.
the way we keep framing this film, and like you kind of like hide a lot of stuff, but it like a lot of the film is kind of kept pretty wide too.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think we're gonna see it, and then that sharp, what's it called, tilt down
right to it.
to it, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, okay. I was like, oh shit. Okay, we just went there. I'm like,
Yeah,
we fucking went there.
and it doesn't go away quickly. It kind of lingers there for a bit
Yeah.
till she can wrap it in a towel and put it in her backpack. Which, by the way, the whole scene after that, like I was waiting for her to get caught in the lobby, then outside when the cab just leaves, and then she has a guy behind her for a little while that I'm like, okay, this is she gonna get he's either gonna steal her backpack, look in that thing, and be like, what the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
or like, he's gonna rape her, or
Yeah. Where
any
I
number of
thought
things.
where I thought something was actually really bad was gonna happen was gonna be the what's it called when she talks to the guy at the bus stop.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was the
like,
guy that was following her.
yeah, I was like, okay, here we go. I was like, this is like she's gonna get mugged or something, and or
There's
I
gonna be
thought
a
like,
fight and the fetus is gonna fall out or something like that.
also I don't think she was gonna make the bus. I thought she was gonna make the bus because like when the bus is starting to come in, she starts running, and I was like, she's not gonna make it. I was like, she's not gonna make that bus. And when she told her like, oh, it takes like an hour or so for the bus to get here, you're like, I don't think she has an hour or so to wait for
No,
this bus.
no.
Like it's got to happen right now.
Yeah. I
And
mean, if I was her, like there were multiple, like when she's going to the dumpster and then the dog like makes a sound and like just freaks everything out. So and she's like, nope. And then she finally does basically what the guy told her to do is go to the 10th floor and drop it down the chute,
yeah,
the
yeah,
trash chute. And I just love how Gabita, like her first thing is like, did you bury it? And it's like, girl, like you don't think that's gonna be fucking suspicious? Me like fucking shoveling something to put this in,
yeah.
girl.
There's no fucking time for me to bury this right now.
No, like
Like
I am not going to jail for life
yeah,
for this, especially because you don't know what your fucking timeline was.
yeah. Well, I mean, it basically says like I think the criterion what's it called, the description said it was like 24 hours. So like this was all kind of done in like a day.
Well, I meant her pregnancy at what
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
where she
I was
was in
like,
pregnancy.
but it's just like, oh man, like for a movie that is very minimalist, very like of course like less is more, right?
Yeah,
Every fucking minute it counts in this movie. There is not a single minute where like something isn't like what's it called like being used here. Like I don't think there's anything that I can say, oh, you could cut this down, you can cut this like no. Like there's like every an hour and 53 minute of this movie is pretty much used to its like
yeah, full potential.
full fucking potential. Um
It just makes me like we've seen now multiple movies where I'm just like Romania is not the fucking place to be,
oh yeah.
especially in the 80s.
Yeah. Here we go, Brad. I found it, Brad. Um, um, Although the film won the Cinema Prize of the French National Education System at Cannes, protests by the anti-abortion movement led French Education Minister Xavier Darcot to consider banning it from French high schools. This raised concerns among French film industry workers about censorship. Consequently, the proposed ban was dropped in July 2007, and an educational DVD using the film was made available for ages 15 and up. Television stations and an airline also wished to censor the fetus shot. Once again, we can allow people to get gunned down in movies, and we can see them get murdered. And like,
Yeah,
but
you
yeah,
know,
but like a fetus, right? Like some,
exploding chest
yeah,
aliens.
yeah, but something is very natural that comes out of a woman's body. What's it called? We have to be like, no, we can't show that. But, yeah, I mean, this movie's fucking amazing. It's great. I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, this is just one of those those reviews where it's like, I watch a lot of things, guys, but I don't have a lot of experiences like this with movies. It's like I said, it's exactly like it was with what's it called? Not exactly the same, but it's very close to how I felt with Never Rarely Sometimes Always. Whereas like, you know, at least she is in a state where she can get the help she needs.
Yeah, and I never felt like, oh no, she's going to get caught and go to jail
Yeah,
or anything like that. And she also had a like a great friend in that.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
both were pretty good friends in my mind in that movie. In this one,
Yes.
you got the one
I
carrying the
don't think
load.
I don't think this one was what's it called, a great friend. I think this was like an amazing friend. Like this is the
Yeah,
type of friend you are never gonna what's it called
no.
lose because that is the definition of a ride or die. I ain't gonna lie, Brad. Like
Although it would not, I would not blame Attilia for wanting to take Gabita out
yeah,
back and just beating her ass.
yeah. But I mean, like I think what's it called it goes to show like if you look at it like for what it is about like Romania at the time, all these people are in this together.
Yeah,
What's it called? And even though it gets bad and people like what's it called, backstab each other and all these things, at least these people have each other and they have their backs. So Gabita, even though we don't know much about her parents, we don't know about other friends in her life, she will have Ottilia throughout this whole movie. And at the end, she's kind of like, we're just never going to talk about this.
yep. Like we're just gonna put that in the scrapbook of our mind and burn it.
Yeah. But yeah, incredibly made.
I
Just,
I did have a question.
yeah.
Um, what was my question? 'Cause it was right there, and then you mentioned something, and then I was, um,
What was the question about? Like
I
the
don't. It was
cinematography,
something. It was something the fake doc brought up, but I was forgetting
um,
what exactly was going on there.
what about like the how many months she was pregnant?
No, no, it was.
I was like, I want Brad. What's it called? I live in Texas. I'm not gonna tell you much about that.
I
What's it called?
mean, move on. So
Yeah,
it's gone.
yeah. Was it about like what's it called? About like how many years he would face in prison or what?
No, I don't think so. I lost it.
You're probably
My
gonna,
train of
yeah, you're
thought was
probably,
derailed. I'm too tired
yeah,
for
yeah.
to go
Uh,
back and find it.
Well, if you think about it, you just let me know. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, but yeah, that fucking that whatever that dude was like, Brad, I believe you, Brad. I don't think that guy was a doctor.
I don't know.
I
I don't
think
know what the fuck he was.
I think he did once. He did one once, and he pretty much memorized how to do it, and he just started making money off of that.
Yeah, he's like, wait for a pinch. All right,
Yeah,
I gotta get the fuck out.
because at first you kind of realize like, I don't think this guy knows how much to charge for this. Like I
Yeah,
don't like, and then when he's like, he just gets up and he's like, well, you guys will decide who's gonna go first, and you're like, oh fuck, I know what he wants. I was like, oh fuck, I know what he wants, and fucking asshole goes to the restroom um and just to make matters not worse, but like to kind of like even pour more salt into the wound, Otilia comes into the bathroom with Gabita, fucking goes into the what's it called to the bathtub and starts like washing out the cum, and you like the guy just finished inside you. This guy is more of an asshole. Like the fact that you're here to perform an abortion, bro,
yeah,
and you still finished inside her.
yeah.
Like the cycle fucking repeats here. The
I,
cycle
I
repeats.
I think I do remember now. I was gonna
Yeah.
bring up so Gabita. So is she just like she's not very well educated, or she's an airhead because she just makes things worse on and on. Like she doesn't get the right hotel, and that was what I was going to ask. What do you think the whole thing was? He wanted a certain hotel. Do you think he had like he had something going on with the
A
the
deal
the front
probably was
desk?
made there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a deal where like, oh, you take a cut and
yeah. That's what
yeah.
the feeling I kind of got on that is like they wouldn't turn him into that room for those rooms because he knew the front staff and they were going to cut for him doing work there.
Yeah. I think it was something like that, Brad, where it was like, oh, it's a cut and like That's where he kind of like goes to do this shit. Like those, because he named two different hotels, right?
Yeah.
He's at two different hotels. So he probably had like a deal where it's like, oh, like, what's it called? What I make from this because you're letting us stay here. Like, this is what I'm going to give you. And
Yeah.
um, it was a way of him having to like, a little bit of hush money, But I think that was the case with that. So like, obviously, that's the first thing that kind of pisses him off. Um, and I think he was like, I think that was made even more apparent because he didn't even fucking go back for the ID.
Yeah. Like he didn't.
Like he was probably like he was like too preoccupied with this. He probably realized he probably thought it was just running like how it ran over there. Where it's like, okay, like these are my buddies. Like I don't need to like
You can
worry
get
too
my shit.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he left the ID, and it's like, oh, like
Like, man, you definitely fucked up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so that brought up an even more tension. Is this guy going to come back?
yeah. Which, let's be honest, I don't think he was gonna come back.
Well, I mean, no, I don't think so.
I don't
Personally,
think.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think the women wanted him to come back. To
no,
be honest, either. It's like, yeah, we'll be fine. You can get now.
yeah. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we need to find out if like you're not gonna fucking bleed out here. Like,
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like when you told me, Brad, like I thought she was gonna come back and her friend was gonna be bleeding out. Like I was like that. I thought that was gonna be the ending too. And, like
yeah.
the way we were going about it, I was like, she's gonna get home and her
No
friend's gonna
one's
be bleeding
answering the
out.
phone. She can't
Yeah,
get through the door. So yeah,
yeah,
that was my whole. That's
yeah,
what I was expecting. Her actually being in bed asleep
yeah,
and being like, oh okay,
yeah. Oh, and then to even sprinkle more salt into the wound, Brad. It's like what's it called? At the end, they're like at the restaurant, and she brings the plate. And he's like, so what do we have? Oh, it's from the party menu. Brains, legs, like I was like,
blah,
oh, like
blah.
you,
I mean, you know,
but just
I
pushed
mean,
out a fetus.
I'm sure there's I'm sure there's some places where it's like,
Yes,
that's a
look,
delicacy. That sounds pretty good.
I'm pretty sure that's it's cultural delicacy to them.
Yeah,
What's it called? But
but
when you
wrong
just have to
timing.
push out a fetus, and you think about the fact that you're about to eat brains, you're like,
Mm,
ugh, like
I don't know.
yeah, we couldn't have just had like chicken and like a rice or something.
Yeah, like the mineral
Yeah,
water. I don't think he ever did bring back the mineral water.
he didn't bring the mineral water. Mineral water.
Yeah, he
He
was
brought
kind of
him.
rude.
He brought her a glass.
Yeah, he's kind of rude.
Yeah. Like I wonder if they even had any more mineral water. But yeah, the dude didn't even bring mineral water. He just brought a glass. He's like, just use the fucking mineral water you got there. Um, but yeah, Brad. What's your final verdict on this film?
um, this one's kind of difficult because like I enjoyed it, like, but I don't know with just the whole tension filled. I don't know how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking an 8.5.
yeah,
Yeah, I like an 8.5.
Brad. I'm comfortably gonna leave my 10, and I'm gonna say that I probably will never have to watch this movie again.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
good.
I think that like if I ever get to teach one day, I'll be like maybe one day I'll be like, hey guys, we're gonna watch this movie so you can learn how to build tension.
Wow.
But like I think I'm comfortable leaving my 10 and saying this is probably the last time I'm gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, I think I could watch Never, Rarely, Sometimes,
Yes.
Always more than this one.
Yeah.
And just
Even though
is it great filmmaking? Yes. Is it? I mean, but just the overall feeling I get from it is icky.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like, even with never really, sometimes always, like, I'm still afraid because, like, remember when she goes with that guy?
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna solve her. Like, he's gonna make it worse. He's gonna make it worse, and it's like, no.
Why
And
do we
it's like,
always think of the worst in these movies?
well, because the world's a very terrible place,
Yeah.
and people are evil.
We're a very cynical generation.
Yeah, very cynical, and people are evil, and we've especially in this time that we're covering in this film. There's there's a lot of things that are done to make sure that you have control over people and you have a way to make money off of them. And if you're not making money off of them, you're gonna leave with something to make off of them. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and yeah. Remember when you can't, what's it called? One way or another, the body is used as a method of what's it called? Of commerce. Yeah. So with that said, that concludes our review of 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days.
What?
I really gotta choose. I really choose different. What's it called? Palme d'Or winners. Yeah. There's how many com film festivals have there been? Like we could have I could have picked a different one. Um, but
I chose Fifth Element. I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah. I wanted to pick a fucking Palme d'Or winner, and you know, I can't do Kagemusha again. But yeah, we already did a Manual of a Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as always, we thank you all so much for joining us. This what's it called? Check out our podcast on the Nerdcore. I'm sorry, check out our website nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore _, Instagram and Threads at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore for your early access to this episode and being live and ad free. Also, check out our Discord link. It is in the description below. You can go ahead and talk with us about this movie and other movies on there, as well as make sure that you're subscribing to the YouTube channel, leaving a like on this video, and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss another review. I want to thank you all so much. Another podcast episode that we had double digits on. So I want us to continue this streak. We're doing really well. We're having since Lone Star, and even before that, the what's it called? The season finale of Shogun. What's it called? We had double digits on. So I would say even since then, we've been just steadily been doing double digits on all these episodes because we've had it on the Fallout season review, and I'm sure that we'll have it on this X-Men 97 review. So thank you guys so much. Let's keep doing that. So keep watching, keep leaving a like on the videos. Now you're doing this for the double digits. Now can we get some comments in there? I want us to talk to each other. I want us to be nice to each other, and I want us to have conversations on these films. So make sure we get some activity in the comments as well. So leave a like on the video as well. And of course, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this on the audio side of things, make sure that you leave a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app of choice, and you follow us on that app as well. All of that helps us out so much. Brad, did you just like turn your light a different color or something?
No, that's what happens whenever I open like a new
a new tab?
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck just happened? Did you like blow a fucking what's it called? A fucking bulb in your monitor or something?
No, I've been abducted by aliens.
Yeah. But of course, we want to thank our patrons. Without them, it is not possible. So thank you to our wonderful patrons for making this happen.
Stacy, right at the end.
Be nice to each other on comments. Just join the internet, huh? Yeah. I'm trying to cultivate a different community in our comments. You know, I want us to have a better community than that.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. So what's it called? Yeah, I would hope that we can have that, Brad.
And I mean, Raul might be jobless now, but he wasn't when you made those comments, you assholes. Fucking assholes.
Fuck you, Brad. Oh my god. Yeah, I was what's it called?
He was employed.
Yeah, I was employed. Yeah. Fuck you guys. But yeah, guys. So just thank you to our patrons. They make it happen. Can you tell them about our wonderful executive producer, Shane, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something from the stuff you got at prisoncityvintage.com.
Yeah. Brad, there was so many things that I could have picked, Brad. Like, we could have done A Brief Encounter, which is like apparently a really good old Hollywood film.
Nope, you had to choose the abortion one.
Yeah. Rome Open City, masterful film from Italy, which was filmed while World War II was still happening. Fuck, Brad. I could have picked Dumbo for all of.
Damn, we gotta watch Dumbo.
Yeah. The Damned, which is like a fucking what's it called, war film. Like, man, Brad. Wages of Fear. There's a lot here, Brad. There's a lot here that I could have.
I mean, you were just guided to the most depressing one.
Yeah. Even when I'm not trying, Brad, I still somewhat stay on brand, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is why I choose. This is why you have me on, so I can choose Fifth Element.
Yeah. So, with that said, we thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to Stacy for coming in here at the end, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. But for now, Brad, let's go ahead and send him out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us at the very last second. We appreciate it. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I don't know. Watch this film once and never again. Young Yoda out.
Done Farewell My Concubine. That one's an amazing one.